It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we've got C.J. Stroud. There were plenty of highlights for him in last week's game. Nearly 500 yards through the air. It's the Raiders and the Broncos. And it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 24.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win. And off we go from Denver. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And he did everything possible to rally his team to a win last week, didn't he? What did he throw for?
Over 450 yards.
I mean, that's a pretty phenomenal performance. So, obviously, he and the offense were clicking pretty well. The other 2/3, though, that comes into question. Defense and special teams, they'll need all of them to play better in this one, too.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. 2nd and 7.
At the 29-yard line.
On play action, here's Ritter. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But now it'll be 3rd down. You look at this Raiders defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack. That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Fielded at about the 28. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL, is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Now Stroud. And this one complete to Smith. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Stroud to throw it. This pass complete to Higgins. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Again, it's Stroud. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Tressway on fourth down is sent out to punt. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10. I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it first and 10 now out past the 20. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 24 now, here's second down and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. You look at this Raiders defense. And they're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now first and 10. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
The second down throw now from Stroud. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 92 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. And Stroud now to throw. Open man is Higgins. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Stroud. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. 7 yards there and a first down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He's got Smith here. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 2nd down and 3. Stroud sets up the play action. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Denver's offense now set to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. A quick pass out to Juju. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Ritter now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And taken right on the 30. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. 99 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
$10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 and 2nd down. The Broncos at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll take this to the 46.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know, he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Bootlegging out here, Ritter. Being chased out left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are back within a score. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. This 2nd and 4. Stroud looking to throw. Pass incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. The throwing again is Stroud. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Stroud. And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Stroud will look to throw once more. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field. And that brings up 4th.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game. So you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 14-yard line.
Ritter off to play fake. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
That is caught, and they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Ritter will set up to throw it. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
Ritter. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
This is caught. Touchdown, Broncos. A.J. Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. Touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first two quarters.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate.
Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big...
There he goes, right side. Now inside the 25. Traquan Smith, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Traquan Smith, as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Man, that is deflating going into the break. You're in a position with a chance to tie the game, but this kick is off the mark, and they're going to remain 3 points down heading into the break.
Final play of the half, Stroud. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We just watched a solid first half from the 2022 rushing champ, Josh Jacobs. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
2nd and 10. Ritter back to throw.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here.
And he will have the Broncos first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Here's Ritter.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Broncos have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On the bootleg, Stroud. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins.
That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
At the 43-yard line.
Stroud off the play fake. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Stroud.
And his throw here is incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on the receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Stroud on 3rd down now. That one too wide and incomplete.
They're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had a good third quarter. He likes whatever adjustments were made at halftime, whether those were team adjustments or just him talking to himself.
And whatever that conversation was, it was pretty good because he is running really well here in the third quarter. But I like to think it is a team adjustment. Offensive line, those big escorts of his, they figured out how to block a little bit better. He's found those holes to run through.
He has indeed. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Third and long now, Ritter. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
First down, here's Ritter. And that one going to come up short, low throw. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. On play action, here's Ritter. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
A partner that locked in man coverage out left and ended up running a crossing route. Routed it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Second down throw coming for Ritter. And Brown's got it for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Stroud now on 1st and 10. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Stroud sets up the play action. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Stroud now on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 37. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Counter play with Jacobs. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Broncos' 37-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Jacobs. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
That's caught. And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Since emerging from the locker room at intermission, he's looked pretty sharp, hasn't he?
He's running in this 3rd quarter like he got the orange slices at the half.
Oh, yeah.
You remember when
he
we were
got
kids?
the orange slices, not the carrot stick.
Oh, boy.
There was always that mom.
There's always that mom. Wasn't yours, wasn't mine. The carrot sticks. But this guy, orange slices, and been reading the surface tablet, watching the defenses, and he's made some nice adjustments.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 3. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
140
yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Going play action. Ritter. And it's caught. Touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos will add to their fourth quarter lead. And that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. Ritter off the play fake. Over the middle here to Brown. And down inside the 15 he goes. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw, Ritter. And he's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out onto the field comes Traquan Smith and the rest of the offense. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Finding Hawkinson here on the out route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Raiders.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. Here's Higgins out on the right side. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here goes Stroud again. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Right side, it's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Here now, 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the bootleg, Stroud.
On any process in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Stroud now on 2nd down. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Well, this likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Again, it's Stroud. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Adam Troutman, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now Ritter, and this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, They want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see. Finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Ritter looking to throw it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take... And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Gay is on for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. On 1st down, here's Stroud. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing again is Stroud. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Stroud now on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Stroud out of the gun here. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Bryan Edwards from 3 yards out. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So this drive spans 7 plays, and the Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the the toe to the leather on that one. Their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Denver, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.